if it's still okay.
That's good.
If that bar's doing that.
That seems very useful.
And then I'll listen to us afterwards.
And
then it'd be like, oh, it's actually not capturing our voices, but that because it's loud.
It's just constantly. Well, the Pokemon noises are lovely.
Yeah. I'm sure it'd be fun. I'm sure.
I believe you.
And if it's not, you can always just come on again.
Yeah, it only took us 3 months to work out this time, but that's fine.
You know, Tani is a bit bitter that I invited you on the podcast.
I enjoy your saying that, not like I invited you on first, but like I invited you, and I definitely have not invited her.
No, I invited you, and then I told her that I invited you, and she's like...
But you didn't extend an invite to her.
Well, I have, and then every time I've invited her to like another day, she's like, no.
That's very tiny.
And then I was like, oh, you can be on like when you're next free. She's like, no, that's right, I don't want to be on your podcast anymore.
Yeah, because then what could she complain about?
I know.
If she's on it.
And then Mum, she was like, oh, I was like, I don't know what I would talk about. Like, I have to think of like a topic. And then Mum said, you could talk about makeup. I'm like, oh, maybe.
You?
Yeah.
Surely that's why Tani's there.
Well, I know. But then I was like, okay, I have to incorporate it somehow. But then I was like, maybe I could talk about the Cirque du Soleil. Music.
Wait,
makeup.
now I am very curious as to how you have decided that parasocial relationships are the things that we should talk about.
No.
Are you like, oh, Ebony, I've been wondering whether you've been this.
No.
I've seen some red flags. And I just need to discuss this with you.
No, I know, because there's a new Chillers art game.
Uh-huh.
So there's this Japanese company. I'm just going to say, welcome to my podcast.
We've gone right in.
Yeah, gone right in. Welcome back to my podcast, everyone, of you watchers and viewers. Yeah, so as I was saying, back into the conversation. There's this Japanese gaming company called Chillers Art, and they make like horror games. And most of the time their games is like stalking.
Oh, I guess that is one of the more horrifying
so one of them
experiences.
One of them is like there's a coffee shop, and then the character, like you're just at a coffee shop doing the job, like making coffees. It's like at a Starbucks kind of shop. And yeah, you're just going about your day, and then you see outside like the windows like mysterious person just acting a bit strange. And then spoilers in case you ever...
Yeah, no, I am probably not going to dabble in this game nor any horror games.
Yeah, so at the end, you actually find that that person was stalking you and found out where you lived, and then by the time your shift ended, you went home and he actually snuck into your house while you were out, and then I think he's like in a cupboard somewhere, and he's just like sleeping there. And I'm like, okay.
Do you think this is a game that's designed by men?
Oh, maybe. But like, it's so interesting because this content creator, she used to live in Japan, and she like sometimes with these games, like she was playing another game and she was like, oh, you know, I used to live in like an apartment in Japan, and luckily I was kind of like this creepy guy was like living on the ground floor, and she was living on the kind of, I think it was like 2-story apartment. Anyway, she found out that the guy living there was actually doing drugs, selling stuff on the black market, and yeah, she was like, I'm a bit scared. So then eventually he got arrested. Yeah, because he was going out doing illegal stuff.
That'll get you arrested, the illegal stuff.
But yeah, so she was like, yeah, you know, I just lived in fear for a couple months, and then he got arrested, and I was like, whew.
Yeah, so why do people want a game about that?
I don't know.
Why is that? I don't understand.
It's like reality, like, I mean, there's another game
Yeah.
about, it's a different company, but where people send in stories, unsure if they're true or not, but send in stories about what happened to them, and then this gaming company creates a whole game around the story.
I mean, that's a genius business model. Like,
It
you don't
is.
have to do the heavy lifting of coming up with a plot. You just get other people's real lives. And you
I
just
know.
market them and make money off it.
It's
How
so
great.
It's so good. And like at the end of the game, they say, if you've got any horror stories, send them to this website. And then it's just,
Maybe you should do that for your thing.
I don't.
Any of you guys listening, if you've got any horrific stories you'd like to be read out in
If
podcast
your life
form,
is a horror film,
feel free to send it in.
yeah.
I don't know what we can do with that, but
I don't know, but yeah, like there's like in that game where I mean some of them are house invasions, so that's not good.
that's not good.
There was one where it was like someone was on a road trip to, I don't know, a massive event that I think they were traveling across America. And
Burning Man.
Probably.
It's the only one I know.
Yeah, so then they were traveling across America and then they stayed at a motel. Classic. Motels are always like sketchy anyway. Yeah, so then they stayed in this kind of sketchy room and this guy was just like another lurker. Yeah, so then the person who was in the room went to the manager and was like, there's someone in my room, or like there's something suspicious going on in my room, can you check it out? And he's like, mate, you're the only one here.
Nope.
And
I hate that.
Yeah, I know. And so they're like, okay. And then he's like, I haven't seen anyone come in. I've only seen you.
It was him.
Probably, maybe. No, it wasn't. It was
Oh.
actually some other person. But later on in the game, you're in your room, just like relaxing, and then you hear the banging at the door, and then like you don't open it, but like you have to trigger for it to progress in the game, and then knocks just get like harder and harder, and he just like full on like pelts out the door, and he's like, let me in, and you're like, oh my god, to think that this happened to a real person in the world, like. That's insane.
But this is a game.
It's a game.
But
But I think the story side of it may or may not be true.
do you play these games?
No, I watch people because they're too scary.
Too scary to play.
Too scary.
Not too scary to watch another person play.
No, because it's a different experience.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Any of that sounds horrible to me.
Yeah. I mean, it is. It's very scary.
This is why I've only ever played Pokemon
Yeah.
and The Sims.
Sims could be scary as well. You've got
Mostly how
witches.
horrifying I build those houses.
I mean, you can have like aliens cross werewolves babies, and that's terrifying to see.
But, how great that we are so inclusive in this world.
True.
That
True.
you can cross a werewolf and an alien. And they can be accepted into the Sims community.
That is true, and you can have disproportionate, like, humans in The Sims as well.
What?
So you can have like babies that have got like super long necks and like super wide faces and very disproportionate sized parts of the bodies.
Yeah.
Very inclusive.
Very inclusive. Everyone with a super long neck should
Yeah.
feel welcome in the world.
Or like very like just very disproportionate.
Long,
Slender
gangly
neck.
arm, slender neck. It's a swan.
Yeah, I once, when I was on The Sims, like, you can get this, like, machine on The Sims that, like, changes the weather.
But why?
Well, if it's, say, raining, and, I don't know, you want to do stuff, you just turn it to sunny. Or,
But what can't you do in the rain that you could do in the sun?
well, like, go jogging.
I feel like The Sims can still go. Can they not go jogging in the
You
rain?
can, but like I like to try and live my life through The Sims, you know.
So is it always sunny? Or
No, sometimes you can change to snow as well.
Okay, so it goes between sun and snow for you.
Sometimes.
Are there any other weather conditions that you will include in The Sims life?
No, it's mainly like snowing because then you can build snowmen. And
It's gonna turn it to sun and melt all that snow the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it messes with the Sims like mind because it's just like, oh, you know, in the snow, and then all of a sudden it's sunny and it's like, what? And then it's raining all of a sudden. It's just like, and then it's winter, and then you have like 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
It seems it's come so far since I played.
It's part of the expansion pack.
Which one? No, I don't know. You could say anything and I'd agree.
The family one.
What?
No, I don't know.
The fan?
The family.
Family one, okay.
No, I think it's part of the Witch and Women's.
See, that just sounds legit.
Yeah.
But it also could be
Or
completely
Making
made up.
Magic or something. I don't know.
That feels like an old one.
Yes.
That feels like
Sims
one that
1.
I remember. Like, how many years ago would that be?
Was that Sims 1 or Sims?
20 years ago.
I reckon that was Sims 1.
Yeah.
Or
Where you had to like get rid of every application on your computer so you could download the Sims.
oh yeah.
Delete everything so that there was enough space.
And like wait a million minutes because of the loading screen.
Yeah, that was the first 3 days of your holidays. Was
Oh,
just
yeah.
loading the Sims on.
You spend more time watching the loading screen
Yeah.
than actually playing the game. Love that.
We just
Favorite
had
part.
different tolerance for things back then. Now my phone takes like 3 seconds to load something and I'm like, that's
No,
unacceptable.
Yeah. Oh, Mum's back. It's good.
Oh. Blossom's out there.
Spring has sprung.
Yeah. What's happening on the screen here?
So
Have you caught any good Pokemon?
well, I'm not sure if it's happened, but I won't spoil it in case it hasn't. But I'm also not mentioning it in case it hasn't.
So nobody's gonna know.
I catch a Pikachu.
You know what? You should have kept that one right for the end.
Yeah.
In case it didn't or did come up, I caught a Pikachu.
Spoilers.
So how rare is a Pikachu?
Maybe like 50-50 chance. That's quite high, actually.
I don't know. 50-50.
That's quite likely, isn't it?
It is as equally likely as unlikely.
So, I mean, it's more unlikely.
No. It's equal. 50-50.
No, but like in terms of catching a Pikachu.
Oh, it's more unlikely than likely.
Yeah.
So it's like 60% unlikely
Yeah. So like 40% chance
of catching one.
of catching one.
That's just math, guys.
That's simple maths.
Simple math. What's the most rare Pokemon you've caught?
Oh, well, how would I know what's rare when I haven't caught one? Probably.
No, that you've caught.
Oh, not in the game.
Oh, in real life. What do you mean not in the game?
Like, do you mean the ones that I caught or the ones that I still yet to have caught?
Well, the ones that you've caught.
I don't know, because it's like I've just caught the ones that are like everywhere. Like,
Well, I'm assuming it's not a Weedle. Is that what they're called?
it is actually what they're called.
They're everywhere.
And Rattatas are everywhere.
Yeah, so they're very not rare. Some might call it common.
And the Pidgeots.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Is this an old...
Yeah, it's like old school game.
It's like OG Pokemon?
Maybe not OG.
Oh.
Maybe.
OG 2.0?
OG, yeah. OG 2.0.
2.0 OG?
OG 1 to no G.
It's a classic Noji. Oh, what are you going to run into now?
Oh, one of them. What is
What
it?
is that? A
Fletchling.
Fletchling. Yeah, that's not OG. I don't remember a Fletchling.
They don't even have...
Fennel. Cute.
Do you know what? I was so... See, look. That's a Charmander, right?
You got a chart. Oh, is that your starter Pokemon?
That's my starter Pokemon. But That is not a freaking Charmander.
That comes out now. What do you mean?
Like, so I changed the name of it because it was actually called Venom. I just thought it was a cute name.
It's a very cute name.
Yeah, so my starting Pokemon, it was like a Charmander, that other plant Pokemon. Bulbasaur. And not Pikachu. Squirtle. But they all had those names and the icon, but the actual Pokemon were not.
What?
Yeah, I was like, these are not what they say they are.
Is this some off-brand version that you're playing? That they're like, oh, we don't want to get into trouble. Here is a Charmander.
Probably. But then
face.
it's like Rattata is that. A Beetle is that.
But Fennel is not.
And then they're like, oh, Charmander is that. But then you bring out Charmander, you're like,
that's not a Charmander.
That's
so maybe Charmander just looks different from the back. That's the issue.
oh, it's a very different Charmander. It's like a cat version.
Feathers. Oh, is it a cat?
No, I don't know. I don't really know. I assume these Pokemon are based on real life.
Roll off Pokemon?
Real life Pokemon.
Yeah, I can only assume they took inspiration.
No, like real life animals, right?
Yeah, well, what's a Rattata?
Well, obviously a rat.
Oh, right, yeah, no, it's in the name.
Like, and obviously a fletchling is a bird.
Yeah, Fletch.
A fletch.
That classic Fletch.
But then I don't know what a Pikachu would be. Like a hamster or something?
Yeah, it's like a little...
Like a
Like
chilla.
a what?
Chilla?
A chinchilla.
Chinchilla, that's it.
What's a Squirtle? Oh, that's a turtle. Never mind. That's an easy
Oh,
one.
I know what a Bulbasaur would be.
Oh.
Is that a turtle? No.
No, that's a Squirtle.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's a turtle, but got the plant on the back.
Oh, yeah. It's your garden turtle.
Your garden turtle. Not your garden gnome, your garden turtle.
Gotta get inspiration from somewhere.
I'm just so annoyed at the bloody Charmander that doesn't look
It is crazy that it's a Charmander there, and then that does not look like a Charmander.
I mean, it's a fire Pokemon, and it's pretty good.
But it's not a Charmander.
It's not a Charmander.
I wonder what would happen if you selected, like, Squirtle.
I know!
Maybe you'd get, like, the upgrade from the OG.
It actually turns into a Charmander.
Oh.
That's the upgrade.
That's the upgrade. You go back.
Yeah. That's, so you get starting Pokemon and finishing Pokemon.
And they're all Charmander.
And they're all Charmanders, but at the end, they're actually a Charmander.
You finally get what you asked
Yeah.
for originally.
Yeah.
And that's how you finish a game.
That's the progress.
That's life, guys.
That's life. You will eventually get a Charmander.
In some form.
In some form.
Across the course of your life.
Man, like, imagine if you could actually get real life Pokemon. I mean, I think this is
Just be a rat.
I think this is just, like, abuse, really, isn't it? You're, like, catching these things in a Pokeball.
They don't seem to mind it, though.
That's true.
They don't, I mean, some of them fight. You just gotta use a stronger ball against them.
True. I haven't got any stronger balls, actually, in this game.
Yet.
Mm. And you can...
Oh, is that a spoiler? You should probably not let people know that.
Oh, I haven't got to that far yet.
Oh, yes. What's happening?
Do you know, I have seen Brock, though.
That man.
I know.
I mean,
No
bless a
eyes.
man for being emotional, but...
Too emotional, too expressive, all the time.
I don't want to say that men shouldn't be expressive, because I think that they would benefit from that. But
Yeah.
Brock needs to tone it down.
Yeah.
He takes up a lot of space in the world.
I need more Misty and more Ash.
Misty, I remember being quite sassy,
Hmm. Yeah.
but also I don't remember much.
And Ash just does his own thing.
Ash is just out there,
He's like, I'm just gonna catch Pokemon.
focused, catching all the Pokemon.
I think he's the main character in his life.
Oh, a narcissist, you say?
Yeah. He's like, friends, do I have them?
Only
I'm just-
focused on what's important to him.
Yep, he's got like a narrow-minded thing, and he's like, Pokemon,
Yep, that's
gotta
it.
catch them. I've got to win all these like champion leagues.
Who's Brock? I don't know. Misty?
Yeah.
What?
Look, friends, what is
What are
that?
these two people that keep walking behind me?
Oh, it's my shadow.
The shadow guy.
My shadow.
But isn't he like 10 as well?
Are they all 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's how 10-year-olds are. They do only care about themselves.
They are the only characters in their life.
Yeah, I reckon that's pretty like on point for a 10-year-old.
I think so. Yeah. It's pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate. Shouldn't be mad at them for that.
No.
They're not meant to know how to care for anyone else.
No, that's true.
But then again, they're not meant to be walking out in the world having been just allowed to go roaming
That's true.
for years.
I mean, no 10-year-old should be able to, like, abuse, like, kill Pokemon. And, like, try and catch them once they're dead.
It's a statement. Yep. No 10-year-old should be able
No
to do that.
10-year-old, but 11-year-old.
I'll allow it.
Allow it.
Now they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Once they hit the 11, they're never.
Free to do it.
Yeah.
Did they have activists in Pokemon? People who like fought against the capture of Pokemon?
Surely.
I don't remember it, but I feel like that would be a plot point at some point.
I mean,
But then again, it was for children, so maybe not.
well, Avatar's like that. Avatar The Last Airbender, they had activists. But then again, the activist part was held by someone who had bending. And he was kind of being like, oh, bender people are like stupid and, you know, we should get rid of them.
Only to be a bender.
Well, yeah, like he was already a water bender, but he like chose not to use his water bender because he was being all like, oh, we should take down all these benders.
Yes.
And then it's like, oh, well, what a hypocrite.
What a classic hypocrite.
I mean, he did master the power of getting rid of other people's benders. And that's how, that's in the Legend of Korra anyway.
Oh god, what?
When,
I just remember this.
yeah, he does that to Korra.
Take you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then is her waterbending gone? And then that's how, because she's like, I don't know, furious or something. And then that's how her airbending comes about, because she's always struggled to manage to do the airbending part.
Yes.
And
I don't know, but it sounds very plausible.
Right. Well, I feel like there was a bit in the show where she was like kind of furious, and then she was just like, I don't know, she's like, ah! And then just did some airbending out of nowhere, and she's like, I can airbend.
I'm an avatar.
Yeah. I can already master 3 of them.
I've got it now.
Yeah.
All over it. Oh man. Imagine. Life would be so easy if you had some powers.
Yeah. What powers would you want to have? Just generally.
Blood bending. No, that's evil. Never mind. Something that makes me not seem like a psychopath. I shouldn't
metal bend.
I shouldn't have powers. I don't think that I'm responsible enough for powers. I think I would absolutely abuse them.
But you could metal bend, and then you could like be like an awesome. You can build houses out of metal.
I'd just build a fence.
Yeah, exactly.
Constant fences around everything. Did you want a fence? Oh, you didn't? Sorry, it's up now. That's all you get.
There we go. There's your fence.
Actually, the earth bending is probably pretty cool.
That is, yeah. That would be, yeah.
And metal bending. I'd just do all of it.
Well, they go in hand in hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Although you could do some malicious stuff.
Yeah.
With metal bending.
I am prone to.
Trap people in their cars.
Absolutely, you could do that. Yep.
Just squish them in.
Bring down airplanes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be another way to kill a lot of people.
That is true. I think...
That's all I've got.
Is there ice bending? Is that a thing? Like, is that a thing?
Yeah,
in
well,
Avatar?
didn't, who were the ones in the first one? I'm Sokka? Sokka and Katara.
Katara. I was like, his sister.
Yeah, they lived in the ice, so they would have been...
That's true. Yeah.
I guess it's just water that's frozen.
Yeah, I think, what's the girl's name again?
Katara.
I was like, Korra?
Right, that is a girl, yeah.
Katara, yeah, she did some ice bending.
She was
Yeah.
very powerful.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit fortunate for her brother. He wasn't bending.
Yeah, but he was the humour.
That's true. He had his boomerang.
He had his boomerang. And he had a lot of confidence in himself,
Yeah.
which I think...
I think he's the person that is meant to be shown that you don't always need powers to be good.
As long as
To
you're
get
willing to look like a fool.
Yeah.
That's what I think the message is.
So it's okay to look like a fool, just do it in style.
No, no, it's okay to not have powers. You just look like a fool.
Oh, okay.
That's the message.
Oh, okay. So just humiliation.
Yeah. I think that's what they're getting.
Yeah. That's a good.
You can be in this world without powers.
Yeah.
But you will be humiliated.
Yeah. That's a good, story to live.
Yeah, and you should just shake it off and laugh at that because
Yeah.
how fun is that?
It's okay to be embarrassed.
All the time.
All the time. Even if that's just your life. You know?
You've got nothing else to offer.
If you're useless to anyone and everyone, then embrace it.
Yeah. Be that person. Be known as useless Jim. That's fine.
Yeah, indeed.
It's all about inclusivity. Much like The Sims.
Oh
my god, we come full circle.
Much like Pokemon.
Pokemon and The Sims.
The Sims.
And Avatar.
Do you actually remember is there any games that you played when we were younger that you're like, that was a fun game?
I only have memories of basically the Nintendo 64.
Yes.
And even then I wasn't very good. And I do think that it was the first time that I realized that watching people play games is a valid pastime.
Yeah.
That number of games that were apparently only one player and we all had to watch Tani play.
Pokemon Snap.
I reckon there were a lot that she said were only one player.
Oh yeah, they're all multiplayer that she played.
or like, would you like to connect another controller? And she's like, no.
One player, guys.
Sorry, it's only one player. You're gonna have to wait. So I remember that Pokemon Snap. That was fun.
That was one player.
Pokemon Stadium.
Oh, Pokemon Stadium. Yeah, that was fun.
Super Smash Bros. Obviously.
Classic.
What about
Diddy Kong Racing? The classic.
Diddy Kong Racing. Did we have? Yes.
Yeah.
And Donkey Kong 64.
Oh yeah.
Hey! Oh, this is a podcast. That's not going to translate very well.
Just doing the actions of
Lanky. Yeah.
Woo!
And then he skips with his arms.
Oh yeah. What was another one?
There were some cool songs in that one as well.
There was. I enjoyed the single player. I mean, it was also multiplayer. But the single player element where there was like these large bottle caps on the ground and they had numbers. I mean, I guess you could do that in multiplayer as well.
What do you mean? What is this game?
The Donkey Kong, was it 64 or something? Anyway, it transports you to another place. That's how you fast travel.
No recollection of this. I was probably too busy watching people play one player.
Oh, I enjoyed going.
You're lucky to have gotten a controller.
I enjoyed going to the different rooms, and there was purple room, and then there was pink room.
I do remember shooting grapes. Is that a thing?
Yeah, from one of the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
don't know which
the
one.
guns on their shoulders. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Who was that? Was that Donkey Kong? Or was that another one?
I don't know.
Or was that the master of? I don't know. There was another monkey character that wasn't Diddy Kong or Donkey Kong or Lanky.
I think that's all of them actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you'll find. Nope, none coming to mind. No,
Maybe it was Donkey Kong, and then
maybe it was Donkey Kong.
Yeah, and then there was some special thing where you could allow.
What was the one with the girl with the piggy tails?
Oh yeah, was she a monkey?
I think she was piggy tail. No.
No, I think she was.
She was a monkey.
Yeah, she had piggy.
But I don't know what her name was. This is when we need Tani.
No.
Don't listen to Tani.
You're not invited.
She would know all this.
She would. She'd be like, well, it's obviously this character.
It is making me realise that she probably should have been on your podcast.
No. No, not at all.
No, she has not been invited.
No, you're misunderstanding.
I explicitly do not want Tani.
I'll have anyone else, but
Hear that, guys? If anyone's out there.
If your name's Tani, don't listen or don't even interact.
I must say, looking back at this screen, I've only seen you fight Weedles.
Tell me about it. There's so many.
Is this all that you do in this game?
Do you know what? I think this is the unedited version that I've chosen to record on.
Why would you ever want to edit though? This is quality content.
Well,
Weedle.
You see, I've edited out in another save, I've edited out the amount of Weedles that I've battled.
You're like, I can't have 80% Weedle.
Literally. I'm like, look, I'm dying, I'm poisoned.
You are
Like-
poisoned. Did a Weedle get you?
I think so. And then now I'm just like trying to find some antidote so I don't die. Have we even got to the Pikachu part? I don't even know.
No, guys, let us know
No.
if
Scathers.
Scathers.
Nearly like
Oh my
Scathers.
god, they poison you again?
I'm
Oh, no,
slowly
you're speed.
I'm slowly getting the gist of the game, where you gotta like build up the kind of power, so then it's like harder for you to die.
You gotta level up.
I mean, I think in another save file, Rattata's like level 12 and like. So
Oh,
good.
you really didn't choose the right file, did you?
No, I think I recorded another one. Like there's still another Pokemon game to record.
Different game.
No, it's same
Same game?
Same game, but in like another podcast, it's gonna be.
A different game.
Oh my God.
Same game,
Same-
different podcast?
Yeah. So like, so I think this is episode 4 podcast.
Oh, you mean episode
5.
5 podcast.
Yep.
You've leveled up to 12. You can't tell them this. This is
Oh,
all-
sorry, Swillies!
Willies, I'm up to level 12.
Forget you heard that.
Another?
But it's level 3!
These are useless. Oh, you're level 12. Fennel's level 12.
Yep. So,
Oh, so Fennel's just gonna like kill this thing. Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Classic. Super effective. It's super effective.
Yeah.
Oh, the XP points. That's what you need.
Yeah. So you can, that kid is like in the way, and you can like battle them.
You gonna beat this kid? I bet this kid only has Weedles. Oh, it's only got one Pokemon.
And it's a Weedle.
And it's Bugcatcher, so... Weedle.
Yeah.
You saw that one coming.
See,
Oh, level 9 though.
I saw Brock's kind of, what was it, Pokemon trainer place.
Jim?
Gym, that's it. I'm like, if I just keep saying random
get
words,
there.
you'll get there. And then it said you must have this level Pokemon to enter into the gym. I'm like,
And did you have it?
no, because I think it's like level 13 or something.
Oh, you're getting close.
I know.
Enough Weedles, you'll get there.
But I think I need Pokemon that are good against rock Pokemon. Assuming he's got rock.
What's
Pokemon.
good against rock?
I don't know. Nothing.
Must be something.
I'm like, fire?
Meh.
Maybe not.
Water? Meh. You just turn into
Bug.
mud.
Yeah. Is it... What are the different Pokemon?
Grass.
Grass? Nah. I mean, grass and bug.
Psychic.
Oh, I suppose you could use Psychic to, I don't know, mess with the minds of
Yeah,
rock
they've
Pokemon.
got minds, I guess. Interesting. What would be good?
I also get lost in my navigation and forget where I've already been. So again, this is the unedited version, so I've kind of cut back where I've. I'm like, this is obviously I'm lost. I've already been in this area.
But the thing is that this is exactly the experience that I remember having playing Pokemon.
Oh, just
was
being lost on the map.
walking in circles a lot and being like, hang on, wait, didn't I just come from here?
Have I been here before?
Like, especially before I realized that you could actually like locate yourself on one of those maps, the bigger
yeah.
maps.
Yep.
You just walk around in the forest forever, just fighting Weedle after Weedle.
You know, they do mention a map, but I'm like, tell me how to get into the map. Like,
Oh my god, you can't even find the map.
like if I go into my like satchel or like bag or whatever it's called, it says that I've got a map and it says that I've collected a map. But in terms of like what to press to open the map, I don't know.
I feel like I'm a child again. This does feel like all of the issues that I had playing this.
Oh,
Yelling
it's
at a
so
little
annoying.
Game Boy. But where is the map?
Because whenever I talk to a gym leader, they're like, oh, you must catch more Pokemon or you must level up your Pokemon. I'm like, all right, I've got it, but there's so many Weedles, man. Like,
I cannot deal with more Weedles.
is it? I'm like, at this point, I'm starting to convince myself that only Weedles exist.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I can see now why catching a Pikachu would have been so exciting. Because
Oh, yeah, it's a different
a
Pokemon.
Pikachu amongst all those Weedles.
Oh, there's Fletchings.
Sorry, I've seen one Fletching. Fletchlings?
Fletchlings.
How many are there?
I think there's 2 among like 50 million Weedles. and one Pikachu.
Have you gone fishing yet?
Fishing?
Yeah.
You can fish?
I remember that being a thing.
What?
But I think you have to find a rod.
Oh.
Did you get your bicycle yet?
A bicycle? No.
I remember that being a thing, and suddenly that was a game changer. You can move a lot faster on a bicycle.
Well, you know what is a game changer? Jumping over fences.
What?
Yeah.
You can jump over fences?
Yeah, but only one way.
Classic. That's how fences work.
Yeah, because if you go through an opening of the fence, like you can only go one way, but if you're going back the other way, you can only jump over that way for some reason. It's a one-way fence.
We see them all the time. One-way fence.
Yeah. You know one-way doors?
You know what?
The old classic one-way door.
I've been stuck outside the house a lot because of those one-way doors.
No, it's just a push, and I'm like, oh man.
You're like,
I'm on the other side.
I don't know what to do here. I keep pushing.
It just gets locked into place, you know.
Yeah. What currency do you think they use in Pokemon?
Pokies.
Oh.
I don't know.
That's a good idea.
Town
map. There it is.
See, that's what I'm telling you.
But why can't you just go? Yeah, there. Click on it. Click it. Yeah. Oh.
Do I click on it?
Oh, I think you're thinking about it.
I think I'm trying to figure out how to press on it. I'm like, but where is the thing? And then I'm like, you know what?
Nope.
I give up.
Yeah.
Oh, peas.
Peas.
Yeah, you missed the currency symbol.
Oh. Pokepeas.
Pokepeas. That sounds like a Pokemon. Togepi.
Oh, that was a good Pokemon.
That was a bit useless.
Yeah, I think it had secret powers.
Cause what was it, like a psychic?
With an egg.
No, but what kind of Pokemon was it?
I don't think anyone knew.
Oh.
But it had secret powers.
You know, when I played Pokemon, whatever it was called, on Switch, I saw one of these evolutions of Togepi.
What does it evolve into? A chicken?
No, some flying Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, birds
And
come
it
out of
has,
eggs as well.
Yeah, well, they had that, like, you know those kind of patiny stuff they had on the egg?
Oh.
They had that on the body.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah. I'm like, who knew it evolved into a flying Pokemon?
I didn't. Thank you for informing me. This has been worth it.
I can't tell you what the name was, but...
You could just come up with a name.
Toka 3.
That's what it is, guys. It's a Toga 3.
A Toka 3. I know what a Toka P is.
It's the egg. We've been through this.
Oh, okay.
And the Toga 3 is the flying one.
It's like Pikachu. That has an evolution.
Raichu.
Raichu. And then the pre-evolution.
Oh,
The
Prevolution.
Prevolution.
Mm.
Is it like a baby looking one? Is it called like Piachu or something?
Piachu.
I don't know.
See, they didn't put much thought into that one.
Mm.
Like,
And it's got like a ball on the end
you
of
can't
the
just
tail.
cut out some letters and call it a baby Pikachu.
No, that's
God.
a Geodude. Oh wait, that's someone's.
Oh.
I was like, I never saw them.
I don't remember catching a Geo. Can you catch other people's Pokemon?
I wish. Just steal their own Pokemon.
If they get weak enough, you're like, what? You see that one coming.
You're like, well, that's the aim of the game, isn't it? Like to
Take people's Pokemon.
to weaken Pokemon, no matter whose it is.
That's what I'm
And then you catch
fairly
it.
sure it is.
You're like, look, I found it. I catch it. Right.
That's it.
So I found this Pokemon. It just happened to come out of your own Pokeball. Crazy.
I just saw how much damage your little fire did to the Geodude. I think fire might be good against rock.
Yeah, maybe. That's a good.
Look at that.
damn.
It's not, except for the hole, it's not very effective, but killing.
Also, it's level 10.
Stupid
but-
Geodude, you're only level 10.
I mean,
Oh, you're level 13.
I just leveled up.
You're leveling up before my eyes.
I mean, I like to make sure all my Pokemon in my team are like similar levels.
You've got a level 4 and a level 13. I don't think you're doing that well at getting a similar level.
Look, I just think that, like, Fenway is just such, like, because it's a fire Pokemon, it's so good. I want a Sandshrew.
Yeah, you should steal this one.
That was my favourite game actually in Pokemon Stadium. The Sandshrew. The
Dig.
Yeah.
I like that one in the. Oh, that's Licky Tongue.
Oh yeah, the sushi.
Sorry guys, you didn't see that. Yes, the sushi. I did eat a lot of poison sushi though.
Oh yeah, same.
But what are you gonna do?
And then Licky Tongue was like,
I reckon the worst one I was at was the Clefairy one.
oh yeah.
Remembering all those things. That was
Yeah.
tough.
My memory's not great.
No, neither.
Even though it's like, oh, left, right, and I'm like, got it. And then it's like
Right, left, right. I was like, oh, something's gone terribly
Or
awry.
it'd be like left, right, up, down. I'm like, oh no.
Don't throw more in.
Yeah. I'm like, oh god. And then there's like 2 lines of them. I'm like, oh man.
I know, it was always Tani and Tori that pushed those things out forever. And I was like, no, just finish it.
Yeah.
Done, guys.
I would like lose at the start. Like, how could you get the first one wrong? I'm like, listen.
I said left, right, and then I did it, and it was right.
Yeah.
Not left, not left. That's all I remember.
I think the goldfish. Goldie.
Magikarp?
Magikarp. The one where you had to hit the thing.
Yeah.
At the counter.
You just have to press like A the whole time.
I think so. I wasn't good at that because I was just like, I felt like I had to smash the button to like really get up there.
Yeah, I don't think you did, but
I was like,
Maybe
oh,
you did.
I'm pressing too lightly.
yeah, that's my issue. My 5-year-old thumbs is pressing them too lightly.
It's actually the pressure of the control that made them hit
Oh,
the counter. Oh, is
that's
what I
ageist
thought.
then.
Yeah, I mean,
Because how are you meant to compete against Tani's giant thumbs?
well, you know, it was a bit unfair because she is older.
Life has been so unfair since she came into this world.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I've been the youngest for too long.
And for your whole life, you've been the youngest.
I know, isn't that crazy?
You're never not going to be the youngest. What is that going to... Oh. Well, that makes you think, doesn't it?
And Tani's always been the oldest. Isn't that
And
crazy?
she lets everyone know, doesn't she?
Oh yeah. She has like only child syndrome, but not only child. Isn't that weird?
Only first child syndrome.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's Tani. Anyway, what are you calling this episode? Is it going to be like dragging Tani or something?
Yeah, actually, it's going to be called Tani is Not Invited.
Yeah, that feels right. How do you come up with the names for your episodes?
I kind of just like, I don't know, like, and we just have, like, the other one, in my first Pokemon playthrough, I wrote, playing Spyro, but not playing Spyro or something.
Psych.
Where, bear with, I need to find it.
Okay, I'll just commentate what's going on. Scathers.
Normally we play Spyro, but this time we play Pokemon.
I like that. I mean, I think you're doing... It is what it is, right? You're saying it.
Oh yeah.
It's what's on the package.
I know. And because I bought Spyro and there's like 3 different separate games. Because, I mean, I bought the DLC or something. But yeah, so then I bought like that one and it's like the main game and then like 3 other games that are included in the one game. And I'm like, oh, that's going to take a long time.
Guys, we've got a lot of Spyro to play.
Yeah, literally. And I'm like, I'm not even that good at Spyro. Like, some people, okay, at first I was like, I want to complete this 100%. Like, I want to get all the gems, I want to get like all the coins, all of the things.
Do a lot of people complete it like that?
Some do. Some like to do 100% of the games all the time. Yeah, but then I noticed that I couldn't actually find all the gems. And so I was like, hey guys, so I'm not doing 100%.
We're just going to change. We're going to pivot, guys. We're going to really pivot.
So I was like, all right, 100% guys, we're going to do 100%.
100%. We're just going to finish.
Yeah. And it's just like 30%. I'm like, 30% done. Brilliant. Amazing.
Set better goals. That's what I call this episode. It's 3% goal.
Some of the games are 20%. I'm like, that'll do. That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm impressed that you can even get that. Like, honestly, I did not realize that you could complete games.
Yeah. Well, I think like I don't know about Spyro. Like, I don't know whether it's some games you have to get 100%. Or, like, some games you can just leave. Like, what I'm going to do with Spyro, I'm just like, I'm going to do my best on each, like, kind of bit. And then if it's just not 100%, then I'm like, okay.
Do you just call that done then?
I guess so.
You just
Done.
Is done just stopping?
Yeah.
That's my kind of done.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I've done this task, and by that I mean I'm just over it and I'm gonna just stop.
Yeah, and never come back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've done that with, Stray. You know, the game Stray.
Yeah. But, you know, for the listeners out there, you might want to recap
Oh,
what
okay.
Stray is.
Well, you know, there was this game that I played on my channel, Stray. It was a cat game. And,
didn't see that coming.
Oh, no?
No?
Like Stray Cat?
Stray Cat. Now it's all making sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's a cat game and you control the cat.
The Stray Cat.
The Stray Cat.
Okay.
In this kind of, like, futuristic world. And, you know, it seems like all these humans have been converted to robots. Because all these robots
Seems
have...
like.
Well, yeah, because, like, in this world, especially, like, in this ground floor, I guess. I mean, they're all robots, actually. There's no humans in this world of Stray. But yeah, so there's, like, homeless-looking robots. And then as you, like, go up the level, there's, like, robots that have a purpose. So there's, like, cleaning robots. But I don't know what they're cleaning because there's no one around.
But they got a purpose.
Yeah.
So they will continue to clean.
I guess so. I guess that's kind of like a sad life. But then the robots on the ground floor, they all talk to each other and just like normal humans, I guess.
Social animals.
Yeah. But then, yeah, like as you go up the levels, it's like robots, actual robots. They don't talk. They just clean the floors and mop the floors. And it's kind of a weird thing. It's like, so are they more of a robot? Like, it's kind of a weird kind of like...
statement on what's a robot.
Yeah, because it was just like...
When is a robot a robot?
I know. And you're like, why is these robots, you get to socialize with them. But then as you go up, they just become more of an actual robot.
Robotic.
Yeah. And then if you try to have a conversation...
So wait, you're a cat. How are you talking?
Oh, you just go, meow.
You know what? That's fair enough.
No, you just eavesdrop. Is that the word? Yeah, on the conversation.
So you don't actually get to talk much.
No, but they pat you.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
So what's the point of the cat?
You're just the character, and you just go around introducing yourself to all these robots.
Oh, sorry. I meant to say, what's the point of the game?
Okay. I don't know. Like, it's just a fun cat game, and in one of the settings, you can choose if you want to see the cat die or not.
What the?
Because it's too traumatic, I guess. But then I'm like...
Too traumatic? Yeah, don't have it as an option. Why do you need the cat to die?
Well, there are these little weird monster things called Zerks. And they kind of connect onto the robots and kind of like make them kind of dysfunction. Dysfunction? That's a word, right?
It's certainly possible.
They make them kind of like turn off, I guess, because they're robots, and they like get them to shut down. So there's this kind of scientific robot that's kind of... I think the idea of this particular robot is meant to look like Doc from Back to the Future.
Nice. Very iconic look, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's that, and then he makes this kind of like gun for you to kill the Zerks. Because he's like, oh, the Zerks are causing trouble, like they're kind of shutting down all these people, all these robots. So yeah, and then you just gotta like kill all these Zerks to get to the next level.
Is it just the way you're explaining it?
Probably.
Or is it quite a dark game? It's a dark turn.
I mean, it's quite satisfying. It's like popping bubbles where there's like a ton, like you open up this kind of door and all these Zerks come in and you have to like kill all, yeah. And then they explode actually, the Zerks. Yeah. But you know, there is a bit where if you don't kill them, then they all latch onto the cat. And then the cat dies, so I guess...
That's a bit of a turn.
Yeah, in the settings, I guess there's a bit where it just fades to black when that happens.
Yeah. Plausible deniability that cat just definitely did not die. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just black.
It's
now.
just resting.
Just gone to a happier place.
Yeah, I mean, I had that, like, I didn't turn it on, but it was just the cat going, meow!
Oh! Wait, is that with the dead on or dead off?
I think dead on,
Oh.
because I didn't realize it was a setting.
Okay, when did you realize it was a setting?
Well, I think it's one of the updates of the game. Because,
Their number one complaint is about
yeah,
the
literally,
cat noise.
people started playing the game and they're like, I'm really traumatized from, like, the cat noises when I'm dying. And I'm like, it's just a game. Like, it's not real.
And then they're gonna literally the next second go and play a stalker video.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're like, can we tone down the stalker levels?
I'm really intimidated by this stalking.
But no, on Hogwarts Legacy, there's a spider. Arachnophobia setting.
Oh, in case you're an arachnophobe.
Yeah.
And what does it do? Just like turn the spiders into a different type of creature?
No, I think they just don't have spiders. They take out all the spiders in the game.
But what about Aragog?
Yeah.
King of the arachnids.
I think you might miss that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm like, why do they have, like, I understand people, like, afraid of spiders, but it's a game. They're not gonna hurt you. At all.
I just...
Like, can't people tell the difference? Like, if
Maybe
I could do
it's
that in
for
real
the
life.
small children.
Oh.
Then what are small children doing? Well, maybe small children are meant to play those games.
Maybe. Play, like, wizard games.
Chess?
Wizard chess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get it when it's like hyper-realistic stuff. And like,
Yeah.
you will not catch me playing any game that's about a stalker. And
Or, like, a horror game.
yeah, let's just broaden it out to any horror game. You will not catch, you probably even won't catch me playing a game because
Oh, that's fair.
I can't work out a bloody remote. I feel
We tried
like
to play The Sims.
on PlayStation.
Oh, it was on PlayStation.
That was not successful. I was like, what's happened here? I couldn't even work. I was like you in the map. Couldn't work out the button to press. Couldn't even get into the game. Didn't get to make a person. Didn't
even
Anyway,
play The
so-
Sims on PlayStation.
Well, I would argue that you can't play Sims on PlayStation either.
You can't.
It's not good. But I don't know. I can't use all the joysticks. I'm like, I need my Nintendo 64 with the one joystick. That's it.
Was
Yeah.
there just one joystick?
Just the one. It was so nice.
Yeah.
And now they've got all these games where you've got to like turn your head. And I'm
Oh,
like,
like VR? VR? That's not right.
well, yeah, not even VR, just using one joystick to turn the
Oh,
like camera. And
yeah,
I'm
right.
like, I know. If I'm going right, just assume that my head should turn right.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that would make sense. What, did you have it on, like, reverse? Kind of where you turn right but it turned left?
No, I backed myself into a corner when I was playing Star Wars.
Oh, you branched out.
And yeah, I couldn't work out how to get out of a corner.
Oh.
Because I just couldn't work out that you got to like turn. Anyway, it was.
I see. Did you glitch?
I would like to say yes, and
Oh.
blame it on the game,
It game's fault.
not user error.
No.
Not at all.
No, because... Of course, I got excited! I just hit the table.
Yes, I'm sure everyone heard that.
Oh man,
Oh,
exciting
that
times.
Pikachu looks massive.
I know, it's so big. It's so cute though.
Are you using a Weedle to catch your pick? This feels like the biggest turn of
Catching a
events.
level 5 Pikachu when I've got level 4.
Oh, but you're gonna build it up like all your other ones that you build up equally.
Yeah.
That level 13 and level 4 Beetle.
Beetle.
That's
I
a
was
joke,
like-
guys, from Zelda. Not sure if you know
I'm catching
this.
on. I was like, do I give it a name? Yes, apparently.
What are you gonna call it?
Just call it a Pikachu.
Oh, it looks a little bit. Oh,
Am I just calling it Pikachu? Yes! Oh, but
Oh.
different spelling. Literally a different spelling.
no, it's exactly the same.
Oh, is it? Oh my god!
What you've done is called it Pikachu, but with lowercase, unlike that uppercase.
You're like, oh, the nickname. So Pikachu.
That's exciting.
Why is it?
Only 55 minutes in and you've caught a Pikachu amongst all your Weedles.
I know, and then look.
Oh, what is this? Oh, you've already got one of these.
Literally, it's
Scathers.
it's Gathers and Weedles are the only things that exist in the forest.
That doesn't...
But I was like,
What is a scatterbug? What is that meant to be? What kind of...
It looks like a stuffed toy.
It does.
Like one of those, like those plants. Have you ever done those things where you like have a stuffed, like, ball of soil and then it like, I don't know, you can grow stuff out of it? It's just like...
Oh, the hair. The
Yeah.
alfalfa
Yeah.
hair. Yeah.
It looks like that.
It does look like that. Wow. So I feel like I derailed everything, and you had plans to talk about something.
It's alright, we're coming towards the end of the podcast.
Okay, we're not going to start that now.
I mean,
Hang in there for part 2.
So I just...
Did you end after you caught you were like, I'm going to finish on a high. I caught a Pikachu.
Yeah.
Did you go back and find it?
Well, thanks for coming on to my show, Ems.
You're so welcome.
Feel free to come again because there's no one else I can think of to come on my show.
It's tough when you're the only like kind of person around that would add value to this.
Yeah, I know, right?
it's tough.
I wish that there were more people around me
Yeah.
that were like, you know, had good opinions.
Yeah, I mean, and to think that we didn't even really have to talk about anything like that I was an expert in,
Yeah.
and you still felt that I was valid.
I know,
and
right?
important to come on.
Exactly. And I always appreciate your thoughts and opinions.
About everything.
About everything.
Anything.
Everything and anything.
I appreciate your uninformed opinions about all the topics.
It doesn't even matter that you're not that informed about games because really...
It's just still so interesting.
It is. You know, I listen more to podcasts that just rave on about nothing than people who have set topics.
Oh, what podcast do you listen to?
This actual other YouTuber, him and his friend, they just talk about, they both have ADHD. Yeah, so...
I can imagine that is a variety of topics that get
Oh,
covered.
yeah, for sure. Like, I don't even think they finish a topic.
Hmm.
Like, they would be like, all right, this is what I want to talk about today. And then they'll start talking and they're like, oh, do you know what? And then it's just like...
Immediately
yeah.
gone.
And then it's just that constantly.
Well, I don't believe I have ADHD, but I do believe that that's exactly what I did to your podcast. So I apologize.
That's good because it's entertaining. Well, at least for me anyway.
Well, that's the main thing. If
Yeah.
one person can be entertained.
Does it really matter about who's listening if they're entertained, you know? Are you entertaining the people on the podcast? Like, are you like entertaining yourself and the guest, or are you trying to entertain the audience?
Oh, God, no. You don't need to put that pressure on yourself. Audience? No.
Audience. Well,
Schmaudience.
audience. Yes.
This outro has ended up going for some time. Did you need it to be wrapped up in the end? Did I derail it again?
No. Perfect ending.
Perfect ending. On that note.
On that note, yeah, so click a thumbs up, guys, on my video. And
When's this coming out? I mean,
it comes out...
it will have come out if they're listening to this.
Yeah.
Or when's it coming out?
Fortnightly, I've chosen. It used to come out every Saturday, but then I forgot to upload on one particular Saturday, so I was like, fortnightly.
Yeah, I mean, pivot, guys.
Yeah.
So that
So-
will make it
Next Saturday.
which fort? Okay, we're in the off fortnight.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah. So that means if someone else, or I mean, if you want to come back.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of anyone else to come back.
No, I think we've covered off everyone, and there's no one.
There's no one. Alrighty, bye guys! Thanks for watching and listening and stuff.
Okay, bye.